It's very important to be here today because I go along with all the philosophies and of Ajax, although I never myself served in the armed forces. I was a lawyer and subsequently a writer. Now living in Cambridge from London about 12 years ago, and yes, in fact it was rather strange really, because I was attending an event at the American Cemetery in Cambridge, and I met the chairman of Ajax there, sat next to him, and we had a chat, and he told me, well, Mark, if you're interested in our aspirations, and then you don't need to have served in the armed forces. You can join us. And within a couple of weeks, I was a proud member of Ajax, and going along with all their activities and events. And yes, it made a change from writing my books for publication, novels and books of short stories, and after 35 years as a legal advisor in Whitehall, drafting legislation and advising ministers and senior administrators. So it's good to be back here in Whitehall, my one-time stamping ground, and good to be here on Horse Guards Parade, ready to march alongside my colleagues at Brady. And I have great memories of Brady. I was there in the 1950s, mostly up till about 1960, when I was encouraged by Yogi Mayer to enter the NABC Writer of the Year Award, and it was marvellous to have won it. He was very proud of me, and I was very proud of him for all he did for me, and in being so encouraging with my writing. And I received the trophy at the Royal Festival Hall from the hands of Vera Lynn and Frankie Vaughan. It was absolutely incredible, and it was the very year that I went to university to begin my legal studies, so to speak. So I have some wonderful memories of Brady, singing with the Ramblers, serving the film unit, and so many other things. Particularly enjoyed the socialising and getting to know some of the female members, so to speak, and it was really good. And but I learned so much at Brady, and Yogi Mayer was such an inspirational leader. Didn't realise how important it was to have learned so much at Brady, but it was applied, I hope, to good intent. And at university, after university, during my professional career as a lawyer, and beyond that, writing for newspapers, journals, indeed a volunteer contributor to the Essex Jewish News for 25 years this year. But I've had several books published, and I think Yogi Mayer would have been very proud of me if I told him that I'd only recently discovered that the first of my the trilogy of my anthologies of Jewish short stories that I wrote about 10 to 13 years ago, the first book in the series, The Shtetl and Other Jewish Stories, I've learned is held in the archives of the National Library of Israel in Jerusalem. And that, I don't know how it got there, but it did. Someone must have sent it in and they accepted it, and I'm so delighted and proud and a bit surprised. But there we are, and I'm just completing another trilogy of books. It's called the A Virtual Reality series. I've had 2 of them published so far, and working on the 3rd. It's good after 35 years in the legal profession to be able to have another career, perhaps less pressurised. But no, I still miss my legal profession days. In fact, I enjoyed the pressure. and at the end of my time here, I was the chief legal advisor of a government department. Employment now, I think, under another name, Works and Pensions. In fact, I passed it this morning and said hello to the building, which was closed. I couldn't walk around, and it was really great. Most solicitors before me, most chief solicitors before me, had received a knighthood automatically on becoming a chief legal advisor, but unfortunately they decided to cut down on all honours in the year in question. So I wasn't after a gong, but you can read all about me also in Who's Who.